When we think of meaning in our life, we usually try to find it, as human beings, try to find it externally in something else. So, for example, a writer might try to find meaning within a certain story that they're trying to write. A journalist might find meaning in the stories that they're pursuing and the research that they're doing. And I would first say that we should define meaning. And for me, it does not seem like the world readily gives us meaning to our lives. I don't think that life is so stable as to tell you specifically that this is your meaning to your life, or that it's so simple, uh, since it's actually quite, life is quite paradoxical to say that there's one meaning to life uh, that everyone has to subscribe to. I think life would be, like I said, more paradoxical and say that there is no meaning to life. But in saying that, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to give no meaning to your life, or that there is no super or natural being, or that the cosmos isn't a supernatural, well, not supernatural, but a beyond an incomprehensible entity. It can very well mean that because there is no meaning to life, to this cosmos, there's no meaning because, how do I word this? There's no meaning, so every entity that is alive can subscribe or acts out meaning for themselves, or with human beings subscribes meaning to their own lives. It can very well mean that because there is no meaning to life, whether that be from an omnipresent entity or the cosmos itself in its immensity and its incomprehensibility, because there's no meaning to life, that actually opens up the opportunity for humans to be able to construct meaning for their own lives instead of trying to abide by a single meaning of life. That gives us as humans the opportunity to construct our lives, to uh, send out our attention to things that we find that are meaningful. And that's why, to bring back to my life, right now, I'm trying to figure out how to implement meaningful activities within my life that also help to uh, sustain a lot of my social needs as well as biological needs. Uh, but what I find is that if we're doing nothing within the day, if there is no social interaction with other people, or there it is a you are isolating yourself within, uh, let's say, just a house, then I just realized that maybe that is actually you are slowly, you're always confronting the meaninglessness of life, in that meaninglessness almost takes you over. and it becomes overwhelming and throws you in kind of a deep, dark depression because your body, your mind, and even your consciousness doesn't feel the meaningfulness of your life. That is also in between with all the biological necessities and the social necessities that you need as a human being. Maybe you do need meaningful work that you find meaningful. You also need social interactions. You also need to take care of yourself as well. So, how do you find a life that intertwines all three of these things to give you a purposeful and meaningful life instead of being able, not being able, but instead of isolating yourself within in your house or not fulfilling one of these characteristics and having to face that meaninglessness of life, the meaninglessness of life, and its unwillingness to help you with the meanings that you have ascribed to it. And I find that's quite scary. I mean, it's scary and empowering. It means that it is your responsibility to subscribe meaning to your life by focusing your attention on what you want to be a part of the life that will also give your life meaning. And it's scary because it's a heavy burden to carry, and a lot of people might not want to carry that burden. So yeah, kind of hard topic today, but just wanted to touch on it a little bit because I've read a little bit of Albert Camus and it's stirring me up a little bit. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. All right.